Hi Sagis, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Sagittarius Tarot and another timeless reading. Let us start. Let's see, what are you feeling right now? What are you feeling right now? And so, you are feeling determined with the Two of Earth in reverse. Okay, this is talking about very determined energy. And we're gonna clarify it with the King of Cups. See, yeah, I think you're very determined in terms of, like, you know what sort of fills your cup, what are you willing to undertake, what you are willing to not be faced by. The King of Cups is talking about you being able to control your emotions and mastering your emotions. And so that means, because it is clarifying pentacles or opportunities, and this is talking about how you're feeling, I think this is saying like you're capable of knowing which opportunities do not, fulfill you, and the ones that do, and channel your energy towards the one that do. And if there are ones that, do not fall within that spectrum of satisfaction, you're not gonna be bothered by them. So it's not like, as opposed to, let's say, in the past, maybe if you got a certain opportunity that doesn't value you as much, or that doesn't fulfill you emotionally, whatever, as opposed to before, it used to trigger you or press certain buttons, and and all of these feelings arise of, oh, I'm not valued. Why do I get opportunities like this? Why is this repeating itself? What is this pattern trying to tell me? All of these lack and low self-esteem when it comes to value used to, let's say, bubble and surface before when certain opportunities presented themselves. Now I feel that you are embodying that King of Cups energy, and that's why you're determined and focused. You are no longer trying to juggle two pentacles or two opportunities, or trying to not only multitask, but also like trying to weigh in which one values you more or whatever. I think you're very determined, you're very focused, you know what you want, and the things that you don't want are no longer bothering you, like, even if they're there. So let's see, why are you feeling like that? Why are you feeling like that? You get the Messenger of Water in reverse. And so the reason why you're feeling like that, and the Devil in reverse, is probably because you already have played certain scenarios out in this case, and in this case already conquered your previous unhealthy attachments, right? So let's go one level, second level. So first level, Two of Earth, Messenger of Water. You are feeling very focused with the Two of Earth. And why are you feeling like that? Because of the Messenger of Water in reverse. Because you're no longer weighing news, opportunities, beginnings, or even your own self-value. You're no longer weighing that against how the opportunity arrives, if that makes sense, how it is packaged. So whereas, let's say, if in the past you used to also get rattled out whenever you do receive, let's say, an opportunity that's half-ass, or that's not well-rounded, or that doesn't suit you, whatever, you're no longer connecting dots that aren't there. You used to connect things with your own experience. When every time you receive something that isn't up to par, you're used to link it immediately to whether you deserve this, or if there's a pattern, or you attracting certain type of like opportunities that don't weigh up. All of these like things, they're no longer like, I don't know, I see you like not, like a little bit no longer attaching any meaning to these things. So let's say, even if you're having like an amazing like billion opportunity, right? And then one of them, like let's say, come to you and you don't like it, you just don't take it and you continue doing something else. As opposed to in the past, it used to rattle you for some reason. I don't know, during like that journey of yours, it used to rattle you. You used to give it more meaning than it should, right? Because at the end of the day, you have learned your lesson that opportunities abound. There are a lot, and it's about us to like, it's on to us to choose which ones fit our life or our current journey and which ones don't. And when the ones, don't, we just brush them off. Like, that's it. Like, we don't linger our energy attached to them, right? Let's say if this is like a lot of opportunities that are gonna come right now, you might get like an opportunity like this, if we're talking, I don't know, volume, and then maybe you might like get an opportunity like this, like having this and this. Why is this going to bother you? Like, you'll get this, you get that, you get this, you get that. You'll just choose, I'll work on this, I'll discard this, I don't want that. You're becoming very pragmatic. And the reason why is because you're able to really control your emotions, and you also mastered the art of detachment. With the devil in reverse, you're no longer tethered or chained to certain habits, beliefs, addictions, fixations, obsessions, things from the past, weaknesses, all of these like things that might have had a hold over you. And now I feel that you are in a phase where you have a hold over things. Sorry for like all that long explanation. I'm just trying to really grasp the energy, and that's how I'm feeling right now with this reading. That's very nice. Okay, let us see how to move forward. This is gonna be promising, because you're already like mastering your emotions. You already let go of all your restrictions and inhibitions. You're very focused, and you no longer feel that you need to entertain the opportunities that bring you only 20% of results while taking 80% of your time. Now you're focused on opportunities only that bring you 80% of results and take 20% of your effort or value or time. And whether like you hear bad news, whether you receive unworthy opportunities, whatever's going on in the general atmosphere when it comes to like news that might upset you in the past, they're no longer upsetting you. Like, you're just like, okay, moving on, like, got better things to do, to care about. So I love it. Let's see how to move forward with all this amazing energy. You have the 10 of air in reverse. Okay, so with the 10 of air in reverse, how to move forward. So basically, the 10 of air when it's not reversed, right? This is the 10 of swords, the 10 of mental energy, and usually it shows someone who's stuck, I can't fly, or like can't stand up, and it's the end. In this deck though, like there's a message of hope where the angel is like blowing on all these feathers that already fell in order for them to fly again, something like that. Well, the idea is like here it's reversed, and how to move forward is, I think you're no longer getting stuck on dead ends or on ends in general. Like whenever something ends, you're just, whether you're either finding alternative routes, or you're finding other solutions, or you're taking something else, whatever it is, you're no longer like hung up, I see you. And that's how you're moving forward. You're just really unfazed, unbothered, and one-track mind. Very, very tunnel focused. Very, very tunnel focused energy. That's what I can tell you. Now, in terms of energies, this would be like number 11, like the king is number 14, so that's a 5, and 2 is a 7. So here you're very aligned, right, in how you're feeling right now, which is obvious, right, like with the King of Cups. And with the why are you feeling right now, you get the messenger, which is 12, that's number 3. 3 and 15 is 18, right? 18, 8 and 9 is also not your number. So you're really, the whys are because you mastered being a 9, you mastered being a Sagittarius, you mastered being expansive, lucky, transformational. And so now let's see how to move forward. You already got a 10 here. Very beautiful. And you get the 6 of Swords. And so, yeah, already this is the card of moving forward, right? First of all, numerology, 10 and 6, that's 1, and 6, that's 7. Again, you see 7, 7, and then a 9. That's very beautiful. So, wait 1 second. I'm going to just be writing up the numbers just so we don't forget. So you get here 7, right? The first one. Here you get a 9. And then you get a 7 again. 7, 9, 7. All right. And so already in your way forward and how you're feeling and why you're feeling like that, like you're really, you know, this is centering this. The what are you feeling right now and the how to move forward are both aligned and centering the thing that you mastered, the why are you feeling. And that is really, really beautiful. Now, this is literally the card that embodies moving forward. And it's clarifying the why you're moving forward with the 10 of air. And like I said, I think you're no longer stopping at obstacles. You're no longer lingering. Like I see you very, you know, very, very tunnel focused. And this card in particular, I love it because it's really depicting a little bit your sort of energy, even with this one here. Because in these both decks, like if you're noticing, you're no longer like hanging upside down, blowing on fallen feathers or opportunities in order to breathe back into them some life. Maybe they flutter and help you fly. No, you're no longer interested in that. The way I see you, see, like this is the volcanoes and all these things that are going on. You're just rising above them in like that hot air balloon and you're just moving forward. Like you took your swords, right? These are the skills and the tools that you need. You're taking them with you throughout that voyage and you're just cruising along. Very, 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 very nice. You're very solid this year, Sagittarius. Like so far, all the readings from the beginning of 2024 till now have been super. All right. Now let's see who is going to help you move forward. Who is helping Sagittarius move forwards? So the Sun in reverse, or number 19. And so I think this whole pursuit of joy, pursuit of happiness, pursuit of sort of like utopia or feeling ecstatic or whatever, like this promise of a very sunny, bright future is really fueling your voyage and is really your compass. So wherever you see the light being dimmed, you're just steering away and just following wherever the light is brighter. And that is really like going to help you. Like all you need to do in order to know how to move forward, or every time you ask yourself like what's the next step to make, or if you have choices in front of you, I think the answer is pretty clear. It is what does it feel, what it like, if it's an opportunity, relationship, energy, environment, choice, anything. the compass is easy for you now. This is making me my light feel a little bit dimmed. No. This is making me feel bright and hopeful and happy. Yes. And that's how you're just navigating. That's very nice. Okay. So let's clarify that and see who is going to help Saggies. And you get the 7 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. See? You're no longer, you're no longer tricking yourself. In the original, 7 of Swords, not in this deck, it's usually about, how to say it? Someone's, let me just make sure about the illustration in the original one. Right? Yeah, there's like that sort of trickery, as it feels like, someone's taking the swords out of other people's way or whatever. So there's that element. What I love about this deck and in this illustration is that in the upright position, basically the person is playing with its own swords, which is like his own ideas, and dangling one into its own throat, as if tricking yourself or effing yourself up, self-destructive behaviors, or abusing yourself, or people pleasing, whatever the habits or the ideas, because this is talking also, the swords are ideas or beliefs or conditioning or whatever that do not serve you. And what I love about this is that you received it in reverse, and in reverse, if you look, that sword is no longer going inside your throat, right? This idea, you're letting go of all these ideas. Now you're on top, right? You are choosing to no longer play with ideas or concepts or constructs or beliefs or conditioning or things that were put in your mind, whether by you, by society, by your parents, by whatever, whoever it is, by media, anything. And that these things used to, dim your light, and you're no longer accepting that. And that is really how you're moving forward, because this is who is going to help you, right? It's this sort of energy. It is your energy. You are going to help you because you mastered your emotion. You released all those inhibitions and things that used to, hold you prisoner and hold control over you. You are rising above all these obstacles and carrying with you what needs to be carried. You are no longer taking these self-inflicted ideas or notions and letting them destroy you. You're renouncing them. You're on top of them. And you are very focused. You are very tunnel vision. Bad news, upsetting news are no longer sad or upsetting. You are no longer struggling with ideas that do not give opportunities, ideas, people, relationships that constantly need saving and constantly need you to blow air into them to revive them. F it. You're no longer interested in reviving old relationships, dead connections, dead jobs, dead opportunities. No. Anything that dims your light, nah, you're out. So I love the energy so far. Now let's look at the numbers. That's 19, which is 1 plus 9 equal 10. And 10 is 1. 1 and 7 is 8. So you have 7, 9, 7, and 8. And 8, which is here, who is going to help you? 8 is the number of transmutation, of transmuting all that and creating something new. It's rebirth, death and rebirth. Death of the old you, rebirth of the new you. 8 is power, is strength, is infinite abundance, is tapping into all that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now let us see, where will you find all that? Where will Saggy find all of that? in the Queen of Air. Queen of Air is really the master of pure, smart, beautiful thoughts that are both insightful and amazing. You are the queen of your brain, of your mind. And your mind with the queen here do not only enlighten you, but they enlighten others. You're no longer the queen has has this shield of beautiful white energy around it because it emanates, it is the center of its own truth and ideas. So other people's ideas are no longer able to penetrate her if she doesn't want that. I love this. I love this a lot. Okay. And so let's see. It's clarified with the Four of Swords, which is the Rest card. And so when will you find this? This was where will you find that, right? So you're gonna find that in the stillness and calm and centeredness and groundedness of your ideas. The Four of Swords talks about resting, right? This one looks like underground with all these flowers, as if it was like dead under the ground, but it is not, and it still holds a sword, and it's just taking a rest before it's gonna dig its way out. And so this talks about stillness, quiet. This can speak of meditation, of reclusiveness, of just taking a moment to yourself, being in the in silence, meditating. And so with the Queen of Air here, which is all these beautiful ideas, I think where will you find all that is you will find the answers within you. This is saying that the answers are within you, the ideas are within you. You have the best ideas, you have the most inspiring ideas, you have the best way forward, the best mental habits. And if sometimes they feel a little bit tricky to find, all you need to do is just take a pause, take a moment to yourself, take a moment of stillness, and that moment of inspiration or spark will light up in your head, right? You will find it among all your ideas. And here you have the owl too, and the owl talks about nighttime and also being quiet and having all this wisdom and answers. And I can totally feel that. Every time you might hit the snag, you're not going to look for answers outside. You're just gonna take a moment, and the answers will come from you, right? Very nice. Queen of Air is usually number 13. Number 13, that's 3 + 1 = 4. 4 and 4 is an 8. So again, you have an 8. See? So you had 7, 9, 7, 8, and now 8. So 7, 9, 7, 8, 8. 8 again is a number of transmutation, of transformation, of rebirth. And so you see who is going to help you and where will you find that? They're connected. They're 8, 8. You notice how your reading is all connected. You had here 7, 7, right? With the 9 in the middle. And then you had here the 8, 8. Very, very, very beautiful. Okay, now finally we're gonna pull the card that will talk about when will all of that manifest. Temptation number 15. Okay. And so this is talking about a bite that looks like a heart, the original sin, temptation, treasures, pleasures of life. And I think because this is in the position of when will all this manifest, I think it's all going to manifest once you allow yourself to just overindulge. somehow doing something that can feel a little bit like surrendering towards temptation, or surrendering towards like carnal pleasures or eating pleasure, like whatever it is, during that moment of just, being in the moment of total hedonism, somehow that's when everything will manifest. So I don't know, this could be talking like you binged eating during a shopping spree, during a lavish trip, during a lot of sex, during a lot of like whatever, right? Like I'm just naming these things, but it could be anything for you. I mean, it could be, I don't know, for all I know, like cleaning. I don't know, like something really that, usually tempt you and that you have a fixation over or have a weakness towards or whatever it is. And so during that activity, it is when that moment happens. And I'm thinking maybe this can also be like you not falling, because this is the when, right? So whether like during that event or during that event, or whenever you're tempted for that event and then you say no to the temptation, is when it will manifest. So regardless whether it's like you said no or you're doing it, you're gonna know it because it is centered around that tempting event in particular or instance. And it is clarified by the Page of Swords in reverse. And didn't we get like a Page of Swords somewhere? Oh no, that was the Knight of Cups. So that's the Page of Swords and in reverse. So I'm thinking, this is talking about, because yeah, I think it's like when you let go. Something about letting go, something about like not focusing constantly on finding a solution, something about disconnecting for a while, something about stopping to look for clues, something about taking, like shutting down, right, your senses or your eyes or your, through that tempting experience, or thanks to that tempting experience, that will put you in that quiet trance that will allow you to find that answer. Because you know how like sometimes when you're go when you're when you're trying to create, or let's say if you're doing creative project and you're like in flow and you're creating and you're doing and you're all of that, so sometimes you might miss things that are obvious, whatever, so you need to take a step back. That's why they say like sleep on it or whatever it is. But in your case, that's going to be the temptation. Maybe the temptation is sleeping, right? Because she's sleeping. So maybe it's going to come in your dreams. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something during a short disconnect of indulging in something else than whatever you were doing at the moment that will give you the signal that this manifested. Now, let's calculate also the last row. 15 is number 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. And the page is 11, which is like 2 and 6 is 8 again. So you see, like, I'm not making this up. So you get 7, 9, 7, 8, 8, 8. 7, 9, 7, 8, 8, 8. Whoa. Like these numbers hold amazing significance for you, right? Number 7, which is like, you got it twice, and this is talking about spirituality and being aligned and being connected and being one with the universe. And so you're tapped in, Sagis. Like you have the tether with the stars and with the universe is there. You don't have to worry about that. Then you get once the 9, which is your number, and this is an indication that this is resonating for you, and this is talking about your luck expanding and your journey and all of that. And then you get the number 888, which is the most number that you got from like the I can't even speak. Like you got like the number that you got the most of, right? 888 in 3 rows. And 8 is the number of transmutation, of death and rebirth, of Scorpio, of investment, inheritances, of tantric sex, of transformational experiences, of other people's money, of you being on receiving end of that, of loans, of inheritance, of deep transformations, on healing old wounds, on power, strength, abundance, you name it. So that's a very, very, very like strong reading. We're gonna end it with one of my messages I'm creating for you now with every reading. At the end, whether it's a timeless, daily, monthly, whatever whatever type of reading you're watching on this channel, I decided to start, selecting for you one of my random messages. So I'm creating this huge database of messages for you, and every time we're gonna pick one of them randomly. And so let's see, what did you get for this particular reading? And you get, you are inclined to give anything and everything a go. You are inclined to give anything and everything a go. I love this. Very, very, very nice. That means you are open. You are open to trying anything and everything, because you know what you don't want anymore, you know what you want, and you're also willing to give anything and everything a try, because if you don't like them, they're no longer leaving scars, you're just leaving them behind and moving on to the next best thing. This is very like in line with today's reading. I love this. Thank you for watching, my dear Saggies. I love you so, so much. Stay blessed, aligned, and connected. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for liking my video. It shows me that you appreciate my content. Thank you for sharing my video by clicking on the share button and spreading the word about me. Thank you for everyone who already subscribed. You give me life. If you are watching this video and you did not subscribe yet, please do by clicking the subscribe button. That's your best way to support me for now. Thank you also for everyone who keeps on leaving comments, whether they're comments of appreciation or sharing personal experiences. I love reading them and connecting with you and replying to them. I love you so, so, so much.